Now we're going to talk about data center consolidations and mergers and acquisition work. Data center consolidations and mergers and acquisitions can be challenging because we have to ensure that critical applications operate during the transition phases, but we also have to secure the resources to make sure that they're not subject to attack. Unfortunately, many times the parties responsible for running these applications can't provide adequate information about how it communicates with external sources. StealthWatch can assist us by leveraging the flow data to accurately detail how hosts communicate in these environments. StealthWatch takes our flow data and goes well beyond simple graphing functions that plot out traffic usage over time. We can use this type of information to determine the traffic trends coming into and out of data centers or companies that we acquire, but from the perspective of doing proper firewall planning, Top Conversations becomes a much more useful document in terms of being able to understand what devices are talking to what other systems within the network over given protocols. This gives us the most finite control over how we would like to set up firewall policies and the like. Now, for a slightly more simplistic view, we can navigate over to top ports. This is going to break down for us port protocol definitions that have been in use over the last 30 days for my DMZ zone. Here I can see what ports are in use, but also how much data is attributed to those particular ports, how many unique flows, which hosts, and how many unique peers those particular systems were talking to. Or we can add another layer of inspection to this data using top applications. Here we're either utilizing our flow sensor technology and packet level inspection on the boxes to be able to do signature-based application identification on these protocols. Or, in some cases, we could couple the port protocol definitions with the host groups that the data is destined to be able to create more specific application types for this data. If we so chose, we could even take this information and render it in a graphical format using a flow traffic graph to better understand how this particular application uses the network, what type of time of day sensitivity it requires, and things of that nature. So whether it be looking at a specific application, prioritizing application usage within the network, simple port protocol definitions, or just high-level views of data moving into and out of our zones that are affected by mergers and acquisition work or data center consolidations, we have the power within StealthWatch to better understand our network. Knowing your network helps you make better decisions about what's needed for this type of work.